Before we start the tour, I'm going to just open it up and have you guys ask questions, or if you want to introduce yourself to our speaker-elect, you're welcome to do that. So I'll just take questions or have you speak for about 10 minutes and then we'll start the tour. Yeah?
Hi, I'm Joel Cohen with the Dental Health Foundation. The issue of the adult dental cuts, it seems like they will be in the lack of the program will be in the May revise. If the World Health Community's perspective, what activities should we be doing with the legislature in the next month or so to make sure that adult dental is actually kept on?
Well, truly, until the May revise comes out, we really don't know what is going to happen. I mean, for example, you probably heard every day the dollars fluctuate as to how big the hole is. Is it 4 billion, 8 billion, 12 billion? You know, we don't really know. And with such wide fluctuation, it's very hard to know, you know, whether or not an entire program would be eliminated or not. But to answer your question generally, though, because I think regardless of how big the hole is that it's very important that you communicate with your legislators. Now, obviously, you don't need to communicate with Ms. Hayashi, you know, but we need to communicate with the other legislators that are nearby. My Republican colleagues, I think, unfortunately, have pretty much been forced to sign a pledge that under no circumstances would they agree to look. I won't say look at revenue. I would say raise taxes. And I think that all of us need to figure out how to be supportive of them, because it was talk radio and other constituencies that they have to deal with that have placed them in this corner. They need to hear from you that you will understand if we have to take such extreme measures. The state really is in a crisis, and one of the things that we're worried about is that the general public could believe that, well, this is the same old, same old. Every year Sacramento cries wolf, and every year they figure out how to do it. Every year they say the sky is falling, and the sky never falls. Well, it's going to fall this time, because we have played all the little accounting tricks we could over the years. The state literally is in a position of running out of cash. I was notified by our state controller as well as our state treasurer that if we go until August, we face running out of money. And so I think communicating that sense of urgency and support for the surrounding elected officials who are Republican, to be supportive of them in the way in which I described would be very, very helpful, as well as the governor.
That would be Mr. Guy Houston.